Read the disclaimer, 13 and up.
Hello everyone, and for this video, this is going to be an update on BEYBLADE X, the new Beyblade generation that is the 4th generation. Now we've got some updated info from our source. I'm just going to be updating anything that's previous info. For starters, which I think is going to surprise everyone, apparently the system is supposed to be like burst again. So the Beyblades are supposed to burst, which my reaction to that is...
I have a question for God. Why?
So even though they are supposed to apparently burst again, I don't view it the same way as, oh, it's Beyblade Burst 2.0.
Actually, before I go on this tangent, I want to also clarify that this generation is not cross-compatible with the previous generation. They are two separate entities.
Because if you recall, Metal Fight and HMS was before Metal Fight, but Metal Fight and HMS both have metal contact points. They aren't the same thing, right? So obviously I'm looking at that in a new light. The next part is on the stadium itself and how the point system is going to work. 1 point for survivor finish or outspin, apparently 2 points for burst, and 3 points apparently for KO. And the game is not confirmed on this one from what they told us, but it should be up to 5 points. So that is like really crazy. And how the gameplay is supposed to work is, aside from the base battle, whatever, burst, you get the idea. The stadium design, because there is a curve inside that is like the path divider that we saw like on a quad drive stadium, and it basically forces them to head it to go to the middle. So think of this stadium as a combination between kind of like, let's say, a competitive TT stadium and kind of like a HASBRO stadium. That is like the big info that is kind of nuts just to think about. Now again, you know, when more info comes and updates, you know, we're obviously going to be there to talk about it. And I am very excited for Beyblade X just to see how they do it. I'm very much on like the fence right now. I want to see how they execute it. I want to see how the products look, how they actually perform, the system, all that stuff. You know, even for the bays or for the launchers in the stadium, once more info comes, we'll keep on covering, which now the next info should still be April 13th for the next Core info release. But I want to end off actually with, other than asking you to subscribe if you are new here, we actually have our store, which is mallofbays.com. That's right, mallofbays.com. It is an optional way to support the channel. For a limited time, these prices are in Canadian, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Canadian prices. We have different bundles, boosters by itself, you know, separate. You gotta see it is an optional way to support the channel. Before you ask, oh, how did you get the prices, whatever, if you're wondering, again, the same place on this channel. The same way we calculated that all the prices, whatever that you saw reported by everybody, that's how we use the factor in for the prices from the shop. Again, optionally support the channel, since this was for wholesalers, whatever we ordered for us. There is a limited quantity right now. When more comes a little bit later on, obviously we'll be able to restock later. But that's kind of it for Beyblade X. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I don't like to drag it out too long. If I said everything I need to say, that's kind of it. Very excited. This is basically just a summary of everything that we know. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the points? For if, let's assume all the points are 100% accurate. What do you think of the direction that they're doing? You know, even though they're doing this, what are some things you want to see them avoid? What are some things you want to see them keep if we assume it is really burst, and that's it in final, which it should be. Personally, for me, the only thing that I ask is just, for the love of God, they don't make it as wearable as Burst was. Like Beyblade Burst, like basically the teeth, you know, breaks down. You had to buy so many copies. That's really the only fault I think I had really for the Burst generation off the top of my head. So long as they don't make the things easy to wear down like they did before, I would love that. I mean, it is good for, like, you know, business because people keep buying the same product, but for longevity, no. Yeah, but that's kind of it. Alrighty, thank you all for watching. We already plugged the store, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have a fantastic day. More updates coming soon, and let's hope for the best for Beyblade X. Alright, okay, that's about it for now. Stay safe and bye.